Jupiter is the largest planet and it's a gas giant. It's the fifth planet from the Sun. It has 317.8 Earth mass. It's the third brightest object in the night sky other than the Moon and the Venus. It is named after the king of the gods.
Stats on Jupiter. It has a diameter of 198,800 kilometers. Its mass of Jupiter is 318 times larger than Earth's. Its volume is 1,316 times larger than the Earth. Its length of a day is 9.9 Earth hours. Length of a year is 11.86 Earth years. It also has 63 known moons. Its distance from the Sun is 5.2 AU. It's the planet with the strongest pull of gravity in our solar system, and its synodic period is 398.88 days.
The mythology of Jupiter started with the Babylonians. Jupiter represented their god Marduk. To the Romans, Jupiter was named after the principal god of Roman mythology. It was the counterpart to the mythical Greek Zeus. The Chinese, Korean, and Japanese called it the Ward Star.
The geology of Jupiter is very complex considering the fact that it is a gas planet. It is the largest planet in our solar system, being able to fit about 318 Earths into the planet. It has the lowest density of our terrestrial planets. The gases on the planet consist of 71% hydrogen, 24% helium, and 5% other elements of mass. It also has crystals made up of frozen ammonia.
The core is also very complex. It is dense to be a core. It is dense for a core. It is made up of a mixture of elements. The core itself is surrounded by a layer of liquid metallic hydrogen element. We don't really know what the core is made up of, but we believe it's either rocky or icy. We can only believe that Jupiter has a core because of the gravity pull of the planet. There is a transparent layer of hydrogen. The temperature of Jupiter's core is believed to be at 10,000 Kelvin, and pressure is at 200 GPa.
Jupiter has a large, complex, and intense magnetic field that is thought to arise from the electrical currents in the rapidly spinning metallic hydrogen interior, 10 times stronger than Earth's. The intensity and complexity relative to the magnetic field of the Earth is presumably related in some way to the more rapid rotation and longer metallic interior for Jupiter. You would weigh 2.5 times as much as you do on Earth.
Jupiter's atmosphere is 90% hydrogen. Nearly 10% of its atmosphere is composed of helium. There are very small fractions of the atmosphere as made up of compounds such as ammonia, sulfur, methane, and water vapor. The layer on the surface is called the troposphere, and it extends 31 miles above the surface. The troposphere contains ammonia, ammonium hydrosulfide, and water, which form the distinctive red and white bands seen from Earth. The colder white bands are known as zones, while the darker red ones are belts. Winds generally keep the two regions separate. The stratosphere is warmed by the sun and the planet's interior. The thermosphere lies on top of the stratosphere. The thermosphere emits a weak light known as air glow that keeps the night sky from ever being completely dark. The outermost layer is the exosphere. Here gas particles can escape into space. Sadly, with their atmosphere, Jupiter is too dense for life on Earth.
Jupiter has around 63 known moons, but 4 main moons called the Galilean satellites. These moons were observed by Galileo in 1610. One of Jupiter's moons, Io, has the most volcanic activity in our solar system. Due to all the volcanic activity, most of Io's surface is volcanic ash. Io also has hundreds of volcanoes where they aren't supposed to be. Another one of Jupiter's moons, Europa, is said to be able to support life on Earth. Its surface is mostly made of ice. Ganymede is the largest moon in the solar system. Callisto, unlike the planet Jupiter, can actually most likely support life. Callisto has ancient, heavy craters, meaning it probably has been there for a while. This is also supported by the fact that it has the oldest landscape in our solar system.
The gravitational influence of Jupiter helps shape the solar system. The orbits of most of the system's planets lie closer to Jupiter's orbital plane than the Sun's equatorial plane. Jupiter is sometimes referred to as the solar system's vacuum cleaner because of its immense gravity well and location near the inner solar system. It has the most comet impacts. Jupiter mainly helps the solar system because it shields the inner planets.
Humans have sent probes and satellite missions into or by Jupiter. In 1989, we launched Galileo on a 14-year mission. Galileo discovered volcanism on low and liquid water on Europa's ice surface. Galileo launched a small probe into Jupiter but only lasted 58 minutes and penetrated 200 kilometers into the atmosphere. We don't have many plans to visit Jupiter because it is a gas planet.
There are plenty of interesting facts about Jupiter, like its big red spot. The Great Red Spot is a storm similar, yet stronger than a hurricane. People believe that the storm has been going on for more than 400 years. The storm itself is giant. It can fit 3 Earths across it. Some other interesting facts would be that, although they're faint, Jupiter has rings. Jupiter's rings were the third set of rings discovered in our solar system. Its rings are more faint than Saturn's. The moon, Ganymede, the largest moon, is bigger than the planet Mercury.